So today we're going to do Work Together 6.2, and for this lesson, we learned how to do adjustments at the end of the fiscal period. So we learned that we have to account for the supplies and the insurance that we used over the fiscal period to update the balances that we have left over moving on till next fiscal period. So it says on April 30th of the current year, Fix-It Now has completed the trial balance columns of the worksheet. Analyze the adjustment information given here into debit and credit parts, record adjustments on the worksheet, and total the adjustment columns. So the biggest mistake that people make is they see the amounts given here and they automatically plug them in. However, what we have to do is figure out how much we used. What's listed here is how much we have remaining. So we started supplies out in the beginning of the fiscal period with $228 worth of supplies. Then we go into our supply closet, we count how much we have remaining. We have $75 remaining. So we have to subtract to figure out how much we used during the fiscal period. So I'm going to bring up my calculator. I'm going to take the amount of supplies, 228, minus 75, and that gives us 153. That is how much I used during the fiscal period, and I need to credit 153. Why? Because crediting an account that has a normal balance of a debit will make that account go down. And ultimately, that will leave us, when we subtract 228 minus 153, that will leave us with $75 left in supplies for the next fiscal period, okay? So we have a credit, but we also need a debit to go with our credit. So supplies is credited, supplies expense is debited, okay? And we're going to do the same exact thing for prepaid insurance. So I'm going to start over with my calculator. I had $375 worth of prepaid insurance. I have $250 remaining in prepaid insurance. So I'm going to subtract. That gives me $125 worth of prepaid insurance that I used over the fiscal period. So I credit to make that account go down. And then my expense, insurance expense, will go up 125, and I'm debiting because insurance expense or all expenses have a normal debit balance. So by debiting, it will make them increase. Next, what we need to do is we need to total the two accounts. So 125, or the two columns, I should say. 125 plus 153 equals 278. And just like in the last section, we need to make sure we total both columns. We know 278 should be here, but let's just double check to make sure we did everything correctly. 153 plus 125 equals 278. And we are balanced, ready to move on to our income statement and balance sheet columns.